The next contract we're going to go over is the referral agreement. The referral agreement is basically when one agent has a listing or one agent has a client and that agent cannot work that listing or that client and they wish to share it with someone else who can for a percentage. It's very standard that if an agent, for instance, is not in the area, if I had someone that was looking to buy a property in Orlando, can I drive to Orlando and help them out? Of course I can. I'm a licensed realtor in the state of Florida. But the likelihood of me having the bandwidth or the time or even access to the MLS is non-existent. So it behooves me to grab that client, put them together with an agent that can work them, but try to make some money off of it. The same thing for a listing. If I have a listing that is in Key West and I know it's too far for me to work it, then maybe what I can do is I can refer this listing to someone else and I can either co-list it and make 50% each, or I can refer the listing completely to this other agent and he can pay me a referral fee of 25%. This form is also available on londonfoster.net under the office manager section under forms and contracts. It is also available on Form Simplicity for you and the other agent to sign electronically. This contract is between brokers, so you want to make sure that you fill it out completely, both agents do, but that both brokers sign this. I'm going to go over it real quick. So in this section we're going to identify who broker A is and who broker B is. So since broker A is the one that referred the client, broker B needs to compensate broker A. So here it very clearly states that broker B shall compensate broker A in the amount of, and you must complete one. So it can either be a designated amount, a specific amount, $500. It can be a percentage of the gross purchase price of any property sold or optioned by the prospect, a percentage of the full commission received by broker B on any real estate transaction, a percentage of the listing commission received by broker B, or a percentage of the selling commission received by broker B. Obviously the first three have more to do with when you're representing the buyer, and the last two is more of when you're referring to it as a property. Okay, and that's basically it. If you have any additional terms, you can write them in there. But then broker A and broker B are the ones that have to sign it. So even though I'm the one that is referring someone to someone else, Bobby has to agree that this is okay with him as my broker. So Bobby's the one that would have to sign it. So what I would recommend is you put the name of the brokerage, and you can put your name in parentheses and the name of the brokerage and whoever you're referring it to in parentheses. The referral agreement is a great way of getting additional revenue, especially when you're working a circle of influence that is larger than where your MLS is. So it's a great option.